no recorded intro from me this week because it's raining outside and I don't want to get wet. So instead, here's some footage from earlier in the week when it wasn't raining, so I had to do the watering leeks, which are getting nice and big and strong, and the chard, which we've started eating, really delicious. And so jumping to the back garden of church, we've got the sweet corn that I put in last week. I had to dig a bed to put them in, which I really needed a pickaxe for because it was like digging through rock. But I got there, put some of the focus compost in it and put out the sweet corn. And I'm quite excited. So we plant these in a block rather than in rows because they are pollinated by the wind rather than by insects. Now, you may be wondering why you're looking at a picture of a hippo. Well, this is the hippo, what I found in the ground. We called him Augustine for two reasons. Reason one, because of Augustine of Hippo. Look, he's going for a walk. Oh, he's smelling the flowers. Isn't that nice? Augustine of Hippo, do you get it? And also because he was found on St Augustine of Canterbury's day. So that was all quite convenient, really. So Gussie is going to live on top of Focus and stand guard, because I think hippos are quite ferocious, actually. Maybe not little ones, made of plastic. Anyhow, here are some courgettes. These are the Trieste whites, which are still quite small, but they are flowering, which is a good sign. I'm not very good at filming. I think I'd get better, but I don't really. So there we go. These are the little baby tomatoes, and over here are the other courgettes. These are called golden burpees. They're a little bit behind in terms of they're not flowering, but they're looking pretty good. Little buds, which is good. Okay, here we are, looking at the beetroot, which has been thinned out, although I might need to do a bit more thinning on that, and also the kale, which is delicious. That is just about ready as well to start eating the sort of baby leaves of that. Now, Mr Blackbird, Barry, has got something to say. He's got a girlfriend. It's very exciting. In fact, there is his girlfriend. He's actually not our friend because it turns out the unseen enemy is not the only one that's been digging in our beds. I think I'm going to zoom in a minute. You can see her digging a hole. Look at her. It's like quite a big hole. I mean, she's found some quite nice worms, but it is still quite a big hole that she's dug. Doesn't care. Completely blasé about it. Cheek. Anyhow, could be worse, I suppose. Could be the unseen enemy. We've just jumped inside into the vicarage greenhouse, otherwise known as the living room. We've got some red basil on the left and some coriander on the right for some nice herbs, so that's good. More baby basil. These are some more baby courgettes. Just had some extra seeds, so put them in. And look at Archie. He's on his third pot and he's showing off his 2 new branches. Yeah, he's quite big now, needs a stick. Anyway, here's the other bit of the vicarage greenhouse, otherwise known as the spare room, and we have about another billion basil. But it's strange how those ones are really big and the others are really tiny, even though they're all the same age. Don't know. Baby parsley, baby dill, all need thinning out. Haven't got around to it yet. Peppers, haven't really done very much. Might try feeding them. That might help. More basil. Now, this is the balcony where the squash have gone bonkers. They're huge and they're flowering and the leaves have got really big and they're like triffids all over the balcony. And what's quite exciting are there are quite a lot of female flowers, which are the ones that turn into the actual squash. I've been doing a little bit of helping with the pollination, not necessarily, that's a male one, you can see it hasn't got like a bulb at the bottom, so using a paintbrush and some romantic music, I've been pollinating the female flowers, and hopefully some of them may have set. I mean, not that one because that's tiny, and that one over there is tiny, but this one is not tiny, and in fact since I filmed this it's probably doubled in size, which is a good sign. So there are lots of little female flowers. So that's really good news because squash is great in soup, great in all sorts of things. So yeah, long live the squash. Quite a quick update this week. Hopefully we'll be doing something a bit better next week, a bit more detail into what's been happening. But for now, yeah, squash-tastic. Oh, and some dill.